It's 6:27 in the morning and I'm on my way to the car because today we're gonna hike Taktsang Monastery, which is also known as the Tiger's Nest. I'm already inside the car and we're gonna eat breakfast here. I think I have a sandwich, a mini croissant, and a juice. It's 7:05 in the morning and we are here at the base where we will start our trek to Tiger's Nest Monastery. So cold. It's still cold, but later, I think once we start the hike, it will get a little warmer. And I see the sun is already rising. So it's gonna be very hot later for sure. It's chilly up here. It's very cold. And we are starting our hike and it's still very chilly. And I'm not used to this kind of temperature. But I think after a few minutes, it will get warmer as our heart rate increases and as we make our way on top of the iconic landmark of Bhutan. So you can see up ahead our horses, which our driver said the taxi up to Tiger's Nest. Yeah, so you can hire a horse for $25 to take you up there. It's 7-Eleven and we are looking into reaching Tiger's Nest in maybe 2 hours if we're lucky. Oh, is that Tiger's Nest? Oh, okay, so that's Tiger's Nest. That's where we're going. So for birders, there's a lot of different birds that you can see in this vicinity. So if you're interested in birding, maybe this is also a very nice place to take those beautiful shots. You can see pine trees, a lot of pine trees, and my hands are freezing. So I have to keep one hand inside my pocket and then alternate so that only one hand is freezing and the other is warm. Look at the roots of the trees sprawling over the ground. It's a very nice sight. It's like the trees own this forest and reminding you to be mindful of nature and be responsible when you hike. From this point, you can hear the water flowing down and also the bell from the prayer wheel being turned by the flowing water. There's gonna be an endless sound, an endless turning of the wheel as long as the water is flowing. So now the path has changed to stairs made of stones and logs. My hands are still cold but my heart rate is maybe high already. This looks like a relatively flat trail, at least up to maybe a few, like 15 meters ahead. And now the sun is peeking through, and you know the sun here in Bhutan really burns your skin. So there's the sun. So you will notice that there's a lot of horse poop on the trail because some people take the horses to go up. It's getting a little warmer because of the heat from the sun, and my heart rate now is around 153 beats per minute, and this is a good range for burning fat. all the fat I gained from eating a lot of food here in Bhutan. And by the way, a lot of good food as well. I think I never ate so much chili in my entire life. Alright, so it's getting a little warm, so I'm gonna remove my parka and put it inside my bag. By the way, just a tip for you, you may want to carry a backpack or a belt bag and keep both of your hands free when you trek. Of course, since I'm vlogging, I only have one hand free. So you can see a resting place here. There are prayer flags again with 5 different colors representing the 5 elements. And there's a semicircle bench right there. My heart rate is really high. I can feel my heart is beating so fast. But this is the kind of workout I really enjoy. So I heard my tour guide said that we are already halfway to the cafeteria. It's 7:46 in the morning and we are still making our way up the mountain and hoping to get there first, or maybe one of the first, and enjoy the views. We're still trekking the never-ending stairs. So you can see the logs on the ground. It actually makes very convenient steps for the hikers. Nature is so beautiful. And as we make our way to Taktsang Monastery, you can feel the tranquility and the peacefulness of this mountain. Okay, so here's another shortcut, and we are a maximum of 10 minutes away from the cafe where there's toilet and there will be some refreshment. So the shortcuts are not very well-made trails, but they're still very accessible. They're much steeper than the regular trail, of course, but you're gonna save a lot of time. Wow, I can feel my heart beating fast, really fast. We had a quick stop for some photos because that view back there is amazing. We should be at the cafe in maybe around 5 minutes. It's called Taktsang Cafe. It's a very nice gate. There's also restroom available, and I think we're gonna get a much better view of Tiger's Nest at the cafeteria. Wow, and there's Tiger's Nest on my left. What a view. Up there is the Tiger's Nest, and we are currently at the cafeteria for a short break. I'll have tea and maybe some cookies. And it's a very nice cafeteria. We're the only people here currently. It's made of wood with a nice viewing deck, and you can see the glass panels as well, giving you an excellent view of Tiger's Nest. The sun is so bright. Yeah, so, all right. I'm just gonna drink some tea while admiring the Tiger's Nest from this viewpoint. It's an amazing view, which is reminding me how far we are from Tiger's Nest. It's gonna be maybe at least an hour more. So here in Bhutan, usually they serve coffee, milk tea, or black tea, and then they give you some sugar if you want sugar. We are resuming our trek to Taktsang Monastery, and it's gonna take probably another hour to go up there. There's a lot of dogs around the cafeteria. Actually, around the country, there's a lot of dogs. And this morning, we saw, I think, 3 dogs who love chasing cars. One of them, I think, chased us for maybe 15 seconds before giving up. There's just so many view decks here along the trail that makes you really want to stop and take photos and take videos and just look at the amazing view. But of course we have to continue trekking, otherwise it will take a long time before we get there. Okay, so this part is made of huge rocks. So we are now on the last ascent, the last one that's gonna be difficult for this hike, and after that it's gonna be relatively flat. We have conquered the most difficult part of the trek, and the second viewpoint will be 5 minutes from here. Seriously, Bhutan, you're so blessed with nature. Breathtaking nature. Is this a second viewpoint? Oh, okay. So this is the second viewpoint, and now it's gonna be stairs going down and I think going up later. So I have to be very careful. I don't have free hands. It's an awesome view. So I can see the tiger's nest on my right. And the roof is, I think, gold plated, so it's reflecting the sun. Wow. And you can see the view of the valley. Clockwise, have to always remember, wow, look at that. Just amazing view of this temple. Again, I'm speechless. It's really beautiful. Wow. Wow. I have no words. It's worth the hike. It's really worth the hike. And I haven't even seen the 4 temples inside. This is just an amazing view and an amazing experience. Alright, so we're continuing our journey down and then up. You can see how beautiful Tiger's Nest is. Just really beautiful. Okay, I'm just gonna stop here for a quick photo shoot and video shoot. And I think once we reach the top, we have to surrender our bags and everything that we're carrying. And I think we're only allowed to carry water inside and money for donations. So you can see the waterfalls behind me. It's a very calming sound. And you can see another temple there, mainly used by the monks for meditation. So tourists are not allowed to go in that temple. I'm gonna have to keep my stuff, and it's not allowed to take cameras in there anymore. We just finished visiting Taktsang Monastery, where we saw 4 temples. I think the second and third temples, the main image is the image of Guru Rinpoche, the second Buddha. You can also see a lot of images of God of Compassion and God of Power. I saw that image. It's a very distinct image, the God of Power. It's 3-headed. I also saw 6 arms. As you can see, I'm wearing my parka because it's a bit chilly up there. And as you go to the temples, you have to, of course, remove your shoes. And it's very cold, so just be prepared for the weather. I mean, depending on where you're coming here to Bhutan, just make sure that you are dressed appropriately for the weather. I'm eating my Life Goes On Snickers after visiting the monastery because I need sugar and protein. I'm very hungry right now. And this will keep me full or satiated before we have lunch. Okay, we're gonna head back to the car park, and it was an amazing experience coming here. It's 11:12 in the morning, and from here on it's gonna be mostly going down, so it's gonna be relatively easier for the heart but not for the knees. One tip if you're doing this trek to Taktsang Monastery, go early. So I was very lucky that my tour guide took me to this place early in the morning. We were one of the first who actually took the trek. So the weather is nice. The sun is not yet this high. Right now it's really high, and it's gonna be scorching hot if you start your trek later. It's 11:48 and we are near the Cafeteria, which was our first stop this morning. And from the Cafeteria is a very magnificent view of the Taktsang Monastery. In fact, you can opt to have lunch here if you wish to. But I requested my tour guide to bring me to the city instead, where they will have more meat for lunch. We are still here at the Cafeteria, and you can see the beautiful view of Tiger's Nest Monastery, and I just ordered a mango drink. We are resuming our hike down this mountain after some refreshments. It's 12:25 in the afternoon, and I can feel my left quad. It's starting to get sore. I ate one banana, which should have given me potassium. We are back at the prayer wheel, which means we are close to the parking lot. There, that's the prayer wheel. Few more. Almost there. Okay, I have made it to the car park. I made it! What a wonderful experience to do that trek and to see the Taktsang Monastery up there. It's really one of the most amazing experiences here in Bhutan. I think everything has been an amazing experience, but if you love hiking, you must do that hike. You will be treated to a lot of spectacular views and nice sceneries, And along the way, you will meet fellow travelers and even monks doing their pilgrimage or meditation. And you have to do it. You just have to do it. Am I tired? A little bit. But I still have energy for the day. Thanks to my guide for being very patient with me. You know, I'm shooting while doing the trek. So she has been patiently filming some of my B-rolls, and hopefully this will turn out as an amazing vlog for all of you. And of course, I want to share this experience with my family and friends as well who couldn't make it here. I hope someday you're able to visit Bhutan and experience the same feelings I am experiencing right now. We are back at Paro Town for lunch. It's 1:23 in the afternoon, and I specifically requested to have lunch here rather than the cafeteria upstairs because there's gonna be more food options here. So this is the same restaurant that we ate yesterday, and I like their food. Now that I'm back here in Paro Town, I want to buy that carrot cake I saw yesterday from this cafe. This is that cafe where I bought my ice cream, chocolate ice cream yesterday. Okay, so it's 2:40 p.m. and I just got back to my hotel room. I think I finished the hike early. I was a bit fast, so I have a lot of time to rest and pack my stuff. And from my hotel room, you can see Paro Airport and also Paro Zone. Okay, it's 6:25 p.m. and we have arrived at Ugyen Farmhouse for hot stone bath and dinner. Welcome to the farmhouse, and I've asked my tour guide to transfer to a typical Bhutanese area, which we have to sit on the floor. So I was served salted butter tea. It's pink. It's an interesting taste. It's like tea with something. It's not sweet. It's a little bit salty, not too salty. But it smells fragrant. I don't know what that smell is. Maybe the butter. Yeah, the butter. So, yeah, it's interesting. My hot stone is ready. I'm not sure if you can see. Okay.
So there is a plant also.
Alright.
It's a herbal plant. It is known as Artemisia plant. It's really good for the joints ache, joints pain and that body ache. So when you get inside, you just mix well, and then you can slowly get inside. Okay.
Okay.
And then if you need more hot stone, you just shout. I want more hot stone with your number. Number 8. More stone. And then if your water is too hot, there's a tap. You just open it and then.
Okay. So I'm gonna go inside the tub, and the advice of my tour guide is to go in naked. So I'll just do that. Again, this is the tub, and it's hot. You can see the smoke coming out of the tub, and they have some herbs that they put in, and they said that it also contains a lot of minerals. The hot stone bath was a relaxing and rewarding experience after a long day hiking Tiger's Nest. After the bath, dinner was served together with Ara, a light but very strong alcohol. It's almost 9 p.m. and we have to make our way back to the hotel. I still have an early flight tomorrow back to Singapore. It feels a little bit bittersweet to be leaving Bhutan tomorrow. I really enjoyed my experience here. And, as with my recent travels, you realize how the pandemic has affected a lot of the people's lives, especially the tourism sector. So we are here in Bhutan and you can see the Taktsang Monastery, also known as the Tiger's Nest. And I'm here to give you 5 things that I love about Bhutan. I just want to film my tipsy self. I'm still eating and I'm enjoying the pork dish and the beef dish and the chili cheese. And I am tipsy right now, so I'll watch you later.